The South Georgia fires burning passive destruction through parts of the state.
Georgia's Governor Brian Kemp heading to Brantley County tomorrow to survey the damage along with first responders. And take a look at this new video. You can see what firefighters are actually up against. Flames that are reaching well above the tree line and heavy plumes of smoke. And within just the last 90 minutes here, crews say conditions have actually gotten worse.
Earlier today, we didn't have very much wind, and literally within the last hour, we went from no evacuation need to a crisis evacuation need. It's just a constantly changing situation with the wind.
Some residents have been forced to evacuate only to return and find their homes burned to the ground. The Georgia Forestry Commission says these two fires, the Pineland Road fire and the Highway 82 fire, have burned a combined total of more than 30,000 acres. And new smaller fires are popping up as well, dozens just in the last 24 hours.
Yeah, that's right. So some of them happening right here in Metro Atlanta. Our sky tracker flying over one brush fire this morning in Bartow County. This is near Brandy Lane and Allatoona Gateway. Officials say it burned only about 4 acres. Another one this morning in DeKalb County. This is near Peachtree Industrial Boulevard. Officials say they had to call in the Forestry Commission to help get this one under control. And tonight we have team coverage for you as several North Georgia counties issue their own burn bans in response to the dry conditions.
So our chief meteorologist, Chris Holcomb, a mandatory burn ban already in place in South Georgia. So what do we know here about the fire danger for us here in Metro Atlanta?
We still have a fire danger. We just got some new information in along the Georgia-Alabama line. Our crews are checking on another possible wildfire in Haralson County that could be around 25 acres. So we're waiting to get more confirmation on that and have more details on that for you coming up a little bit more. Now, we still have a fire danger here, and we still also have the threat to see or smell some smoke. It hasn't been as bad today as it was out there yesterday, but you can see the fires down to the south of us and that smoke that's going to start pushing our way still. During the evening hours, it is possible we could see some of that smoke moving in. We think that most of that would be just to the south and over to the east of us. We'll also watch for some of that smoke possible tomorrow. However, we don't think it's going to be too thick or smelling too strong out there. But again, as we've been saying, it just depends on the wind direction as to whether or not that could change here. We've been watching those burn bans. Remember, we told you yesterday about 91 counties in central and south Georgia in a burn ban from the state of Georgia, but many individual counties have been issuing their own burn bans. And the one that came in late this afternoon was here in Cobb County. We also have Cherokee County, Bartow County, Polk County, Heard County, as well as Pike and Lamar County, Spalding County, Clayton County, and we told you yesterday about Henry County issuing their own burn ban as well. Marissa Sarbach spent the day in Henry County, and we're learning that their burn ban is actually stricter than the one issued by the state of Georgia.
Henry County was one of the first in Georgia to implement a burn ban after this severe drought and the wildfires down south, and it's one of the strictest.
We decided as a county that we were going to be proactive, obviously with everything going on the south sides and south counties of Georgia.
Governor Brian Kemp issuing a state of emergency this week for Georgia as the wildfires in the south rage on. Yesterday, the state forester issued a mandatory burn ban for 91 counties in central and south Georgia. Now, Henry County and several other North Georgia counties have enacted their own burn bans to further enforce the severity of this drought and the consequences it can bring.
Normally, you would be able to burn until May 1st. However, with this burn ban, there's no outdoor burning period. Normally, we give exemptions for cooking fires, recreational fires, and even warming fires during that period. However, all of that has been canceled all the way up to charcoal grills. We try to be very cognizant of the fact of both weather conditions, kind of the rainfall in general. And then we obviously know that citizens have, yard debris and different things that they want to take care of to clean their property up while they can. We don't try to impact that unless we absolutely have to.
The Henry County Fire Department and other local departments could potentially get called down to the south to assist the crews already working the wildfires there, should they continue on much longer. In the meantime, Henry County wants to mitigate any potential risk of sparking a new fire.
Our county is just as dry as those southern counties as well. We've just been lucky that we haven't had an incident yet.
Henry County is dealing with a lot of wind today, which certainly doesn't help the problems from those wildfires down south. Yesterday, residents here in Henry County tell us they actually noticed a lot of that smoke in the area traveling up from those wildfires.
And I know it may be kind of frustrating trying to keep up with who is or who isn't in a burn ban, so I've got just an easy solution for you. All of us just shouldn't burn anything. Let's just wait until we get some rain in here to moisten everything up a little bit. Air quality today has also been a little better than yesterday. We did get to code red yesterday for a while. Today we've been mainly in the yellow or moderate range, but we did the past couple of hours see that air quality go to code orange briefly, but now we're back to moderate. Stay with us. We need some rain, and we do have some on the way. We'll have more on that timeline impacting your weekend coming up.
Okay, we look forward to that one, Chris. You know, in response to all these fires, the state is now extending a deadline for Georgia farmers to apply for block grants.
The grants were introduced to provide relief for farmers impacted by Hurricane Helene. Georgia Governor Brian Kemp says many of those same farmers are now in the path of these devastating wildfires. In fact, experts say the downed trees from the hurricane are partially fueling the flames. Farmers who need more time to submit grant applications will now have until May 11th at midnight.